Well, people, I believe everybody's back. Sorry for the inconvenience. We had to just shut down in between because there was a short circuit. Okay, so anybody's missing? Let me have a look once. Okay, Nanda is there. Rachna is also there. Santam and Shruti. Fine. So only Tanuj is missing. Okay, let me see if he comes back. All right. So as we were discussing, I believe my screen is visible to everyone. Able to see? Can somebody gives me a heads up? All right. So what we were discussing, the moment we are trying to present our data, it was incomplete since our store detail was missing. So for that, what we need to do, as I told you, first you select your entire store detail, whatever we have, then Control G for go to dialog box. Special button you need to click and choose blanks out of this. And when you go for blanks out of this and click OK, with immediate effect, you will be seeing that out of the entire 1 lakh records, only blank cells are alone in selection. So leave your mouse, leave your touchpad, immediately go for equal to. You can notice it starts typing in the first blank cell of the range. First blank cell of the range, isn't it? And then just select the previous cell out of that, okay? And hit Control Enter. So when you hit Control Enter, now you see the entire store detail column is readily applied with the necessary data and the stored names it is populating for this entire records. So this is called one of the time-saving techniques, people, to make your data ready for the next level. And now the data is ready. You can make it as copy paste special value. You can prepare a pivot. You can apply a filter. You can sort your data and all those things, whatever you want, you can do it. So this is how sometimes we need to make our data ready. All right. So I believe this is clear. Just give it a try and check it's working. Any doubt, any queries? Sure. So you got to select first the entire store detail column. Okay. Then Control G to go to dialog box. Then we need to click the special button. Then we need to select blanks out of that. This is the option already we have availed in our data clean one, nothing much, nothing new. Now, once you find all the blank cells are alone in selection, leave your mouse, leave your touchpad, go for equal to. It will start typing in the first blank cell of the range, then select the previous cell and hit Control Enter. So when you hit Control Enter, you can notice the entire column is ready with our necessary city names supplied with. Right. So those who have done, please do a hands-on practice in case number 2, the data set which is there towards your right side, and fill that store detail column. All right, so everybody is clear with our sheet name called data fill. Any doubt, any queries? Good. Now we are going to discuss the next sheet naming called sorting. So sorting is a tool basically we use for data arrangement. We know that, and we have been doing so many times in our routine activities also. So what's the improvement we need to do on that? Let's go and discuss. See, we have got two data sets again. So we'll go for the first data set in the left side. So no need to do anything, just focus on my screen. What is the data we have? What is that we need to do with this? What is the demand from the other side? Let's have a discussion and then we start working with it. Suppose say my boss asked me, Prabhas, get me entire employee related information. So I gave a respective T code and I could generate a report and I found near about 10,000 records. It comes like this: department wise, employee name, date of joining, and the salary they draw. Complete picture is there. Like this, 10,000 records. Well, now when I showed this record to my boss, he was quite not happy. And immediately he asked me, Prabhas, why don't you just arrange the data based on the department? So why he's so particular about department? Because if you see the department column, the first department is finance, second is admin, third is HR, fourth again finance. So it seems data is there, but it is completely jumbled or shuffled. That's why my boss is not happy. And he is expecting that department-wise data to be grouped together. So basically in that scenario, what we do, we use a data arranging tool called sorting. And sorting is a tool which will behave depending upon the data type with the sorting order. So sorting order depends upon the data type. Like if you have the text A to Z or Z to A. If you have numbers, smallest to largest, largest to smallest. If you have a date, oldest to newest or newest to oldest. Depending upon the data, the order will change. Well, sorting, you will find at three different locations. Like going to home, we have an option. We can go for sort and filter and we can get sorting, custom sort. Else we can go to data and here also we do have a sorting option. Else we can right click on the data set. We can use sorting also custom sort. So whichever it is comfortable for us, we can use it. No problem. But if you ask me, I would always suggest go for working with keyboard shortcut. So Alt D S, data sorting. Okay. So select your data, keeping the cursor anywhere and go for Alt D S. So when you go for Alt D S one by one, no need to press together and struggle over there, just one by one. Alt, then remove the finger, then D for data, S for sorting. Sort by, we have got the column name called department. Since my boss has insisted me to change the order based on the department, isn't it? So going to the order, A to Z, let it be, no need to do any changes. And then click OK and see the beauty. You can notice our data department wise now grouped together. Accounting at one place, admin at one place, customer support at one place, you can see, right? So this is called our sorting, right? This is what we do. Do you agree with me? Right. Now, when I presented the same to my boss, he's not quite happy. Yeah. Select your data, Sayantan. Okay. Then go for the keyboard shortcut Alt D S. And when you go for Alt D S, sorting dialog box will appear where you have to go for sort by department. You have to choose and order. No need to do any changes. Click OK. So you'll be finding this kind of data set. All the accounting at one place, all the admin records at one place, you'll be finding like this. Right. Now, please stay focused. What is the next thing? Suppose say this is what I have presented my data to my boss, and but my boss is not happy with this. What he's asking, what he's saying, please stay focused. He's saying, Pravas, it is okay. Department wise, I could see the data, but when I'm looking at the salary, I don't find any kind of order. So why don't you do one thing for me? Each and every department wise, why don't you bring the highest salary in the top and it should be end up with the lowest one? So basically, this is what when my boss asked what he's expecting the multi-layer sorting or multi-level sorting. So how to create or how to design a multi-layer sorting? See the beauty. Keep your cursor anywhere in the data. Shortcut Alt D S. Okay. Already department wise sorting, you could see it is showing. You should not change, you should not tamper, you should not alter that. Along with this, you need to go for one more label, add label. Okay. So when you go for add label and you can see a blank layer turns up over here. Now, what's the requirement? Boss has asked me based on the salary. So go for the drop down and choose salary. And salary, what type of data it is holding? Numbers. And since it is numbers, the order will change as we discussed, smallest to largest or largest to smallest. So what boss is expecting? Largest to smallest. Let's go for that. And the moment we click OK with immediate effect, you will be finding each and every department wise, the highest salary is there in the top and the lowest one in the bottom. So this is called your multi-layer sorting or multi-level sorting. So any doubt, any queries so far, what we discussed? So whatever we have done so far, people, this is what we have been doing, right? Is there anything new you learned from this entire discussion of last 5 minutes? I'm just asking your opinion. Last 5 minutes, whatever you spent over here with me, did you learn anything new? No, other than this multi-level. Yep. So we know that how to go for multi-layer sorting, we know that very well. But despite of knowing that fact, why I spent 5 minutes time to explain something which you were already aware of? Okay, let me put this question a bit more precise. This is what we have been presenting. This is how we apply sorting and arranging the data. But when we are presenting to the audience, none of the audience is happy with our presentation. How you would be feeling? Yes, Anton, कैसा लगेगा? आपने कुछ गलत नहीं किया. Whatever people were asking, you are presenting the same, but people are not happy with that. How you would be feeling?
First of all, we just need to do some more thing. If I want to present this data in front of some board members or like that, in front of our seniors, then first of all, we need to means there should be total column means how much total salary we are giving to accounts department or admin department. That column should be there. Okay. Then the row column should be in the color that we did yesterday. That should be there because that will help us to understand the data much better. And one more thing, there should be I mean those things is the bare minimum thing, I think. And then also we did so many things like whose salary is highest, the percentage of salary, how much percentage we are giving to which department. Those things we can do.
Okay. So there are so many things pending, right? I mean, the question is that one audience has never demanded whatever you explained, like giving a total, giving the data in percentage and all those things. Audience has never demanded that, right? But that is necessary, we believe, and we should have presented. That's a good thing. So I am glad you were able to connect, and this is the thing it is missing. We could have added to make a difference at your workplace, no doubt about it. But here, why my audience is not happy? The reason is, I'll tell you, whatever we did, that is anybody's job. Sorting is not a big task. It's not a rocket science, or it's not an extraordinary job. We did it. Anybody can do that. So when somebody can do the job and you are doing the same, how you believe that your audience is going to be, I mean, completely happy with the same? When audience is going to be happy, something unique, something innovative, or something, say, you have got some creativity in your presentation, then only people would be happy watching the same. So here now, as we discussed already, from the day one, whatever we discussed, just recollect and tell me how to enrich this data, how to make it more informative, how to add more information. So when I present it to the audience, people would be happy watching my presentation. So one thing, as Sayantan said, we can go for department-wise total. One more column, we can make it department-wise total. We can make it. That's fine. Agreed. He said we should go for defining the percentage. So it's a large volume of data. Percentage doesn't make much of difference, but yes, if you want, you can do it. But that I will not give that much of preference. But yes, total is necessary, because department-wise, how much salary goes, people are more interested to see. Yes, that can be done.
I was talking about department-wise percentage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Means which department is giving how much?
Okay, no problem. That we can consider. Yes, anything else? Okay, Rachna is saying, who are the employees whose salary is more than 45K from all the departments? See, Rachna, 45K is your benchmark. Audience is not looking for that. So your benchmark cannot be considered as your standard things. I'm just talking about generic point of view. Anybody, any layman, he's sitting over here, he can understand. So if I'm making a benchmark of 45,000, again, I have to put a footnote to the people that more than 45,000, the salaries are turned into green or red or yellow, something I have to put the legend below to the data. So that is not a value addition I can consider. Okay, no problem. I appreciate you have come up with something. Fine. Anybody else? What else we can do?
Vintage of employee department wise.
Uh, department wise, what is that? Sorry, could you please repeat?
Vintage of employees.
Okay,
We have a date of joining, so
right.
we can have a vintage of employees.
Okay, so how to create that? Where to create it?
From date of joining, we just calculate the the, what we teach in yesterday, year, month, and date.
Mhm.
We calculate that.
So which one will be more appropriate? Do you think that we need to go and compute the entire thing, years, months, and days completely?
I think years, only years.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Appreciated. That's a good one. So year of experience of the employees, that will be also adding more value. So depending upon the date of joining, we could apply immediately a date diff formula, and years of experience, we can add one more column. So of course, that will be a value addition. Very good. What else?
Job profile of the employees, like who is the manager, who is the supervisor.
That is not going to help much. See, portfolio, role, designation, scale. Ideally, people don't want to see. Trust me. Can't we make this data into table format? If you remember, we discussed something as format as table yesterday. Did you remember?
Yes.
So can't we just arrange our data and make it a minimum formatting of table format to make it more presentable? So all these things can be done. Whatever we discussed, people, that's called as a value addition to our data. So mere sorting doesn't help any point of time. And don't confine yourself to the sorting alone and expect people will be happy watching my presentation. Never ever going to happen that. So now, to make a difference at your workplace, people, as I told you in day one, day two, again I'm repeating, always try to think out of the box and give more add-on to the data, give more information than the demand or ask, then only you can add more value towards your presentation. So now the question is, how to make our presentation in such a way, whatever people have asked, that we are going to do the same, but how people are going to be happy watching our presentation. That's what our aim. So we are not going to do anything new, but yes, whatever we have learned, same thing we are going to apply, and along with that, some add-on. Just watch my screen. So go to our data set number 2. Okay. So how do you want to go for? Would you like to work with me, or first you want to watch and then you will take time to work out? Choice is yours. Would you like to work with me, or you want to first observe?
Will observe.
Fine. So can I take the call from this? It's the everyone's call. Would you like to observe first? Narendra has confirmed. Okay, great. Sanjan, Tanuj.
Yes, yes. Observe, observe.
Okay, okay. Rachna, are you with the other participants? Great. So first, we'll select our data and we'll go for data sorting. We are not going to sort by our department. We are going to sort by salary. Order, I will choose largest to smallest and click OK. So first thing, step 1, data is sorted based on the salary column. With the same selection, step 2, going to home, format as table. I told you always go for light or medium. Do not go for the dark options. So I'll go for one medium, and there I'll go and click OK. So it will be applying our table format to entire data, no issues. And here, what we can do is there is a table design or design button is activated once I convert into table. There is a filter button. Okay, this filter button I'll deactivate. Now this is my step 2. So step 1, data is sorted based on the salary. Step 2, data is converted into table, and for our filter button we have deactivated from the design tab. This is what we did so far. So please do it. And confirm once it is done. All right, so now once we have done step 3, just 1 minute again, observe my screen, what I'm doing. See, I'll go for a cell above to the date of joining. I'll put it.
Prabhas,
Yeah.
after sorting what you did?
After sorting, convert it into table. Selecting the data, going for home and format as table, you can take one medium category out of this. Medium or light, anything. Then we have gone to our table design or design tab. The filter button we have deactivated.
Is there a relation with some version of a system? If I'm using an older version, will I get this?
Older version means which version you are in?
2010.
Okay, 2010, yes, changes will be there. So you will not get that. If you're in 2010,
Oh.
you just watch my screen.
Sure.
Right. So once we have done with this, now over here, before date of joining, I will keep my cursor just above to the date of joining, and I'll put it total over here, total. Okay. So when I go for total, then I will put a formula against of total naming called subtotal. So this is very powerful and peculiar formula. Why it is peculiar? Because many more formulas are inside. So I'm going to use a formula number naming called sum, and number is 9. You can see the formula also. So this formula, I can type 9 over here manually, or I can double click on sum. It will automatically take 9. So I have declared that I need to apply some formula, but where? In the salary. So I'll take the first salary value and then I'll select the rest. And automatically, the moment I hit enter, this is going to give me the total. Okay. So this is my subtotal formula. This is also ready. Now, last step, what you need to do, see the beauty. If I keep my cursor anywhere in my table data, in this same design or table design, you will be finding one option naming called Insert Slicer. So this option will be activated only if you are there in 2013 and above. If you are there in the older version, this option will not work. So now when I go for Insert Slicer, this will be giving me a dialog box like this. And now there is an option called department. The checkbox is not activated. I should activate like this. And when I click OK, a box will appear like this. This is called slicer. I will hold it, I will drag it, I will populate next to the data in this format. And the moment I am done with this, now my data is ready. Okay. And see the beauty. The moment I want to present this data to my people and anybody from the audience, they are asking me, Prabhas, please show me the data of HR. I will go and click HR. Only HR records will be displayed on the screen. This is the total salary of HR. You can see in the top. What is the highest salary of HR? It is there in the first row. What is the lowest one? It is in the bottom row. If anybody asks me finance, I'll go and click finance over here. All the records are finance related records. Anybody would like to see both the data, admin with finance or admin with HR. So I'll go and click admin, holding the control button. I'll hold, just press human resource as well. So admin and HR related records have turned up. See how the things have become more dynamic. On a click of button, everything is happening. And once my presentation is over, I can simply go for this button, clear filter, and my data will be restored. So now you tell me, if you are there in the audience side, which one you want to see the most? Option 1 or option 2? Option 2, that will be anybody's choice, isn't it? So this is how people, same thing we did, but our presentation technique becomes different over here. So that's how, whenever there's a need, you can present your data like this, and you can have some visual filters like slicers, and you can make your presentation dynamic. So please give it a try and check you are getting the similar flavor the way I have presented. Any doubt, anything, you can ask me, no problem. So is it working, people? I got a confirmation from Santana and Rachna. How about others? If you need my support, do let me know. No issues. Great. So Shruti, you know the reason why you can't do this because you are working in 2010
Yes, I've
versions of Excel.
observed.
Yeah.
I'll get a laptop tomorrow, so I'll try that
Yes.
again tomorrow.
Yes. Fine then. So this is how people we have understood, and trust me, this is how when you present it, how you are going to make it different. What is the thing exactly stealing the entire show is this slicer. Okay. People are aware of what is slicer, but they believe that this is available only if you are there in pivot table. And what we did, we have just applied the same in a normal table data. So by simply converting the data into table format. So this slicer again, it comes up only because of format as table option. So as I told you yesterday, format as table option has got a lot of advantages. Yesterday we have seen something. So today we have added one more. What is the advantage? Okay. Now coming to the next.
Prakash,
Yeah.
one question.
Yeah, please.
If the table is formula driven, the slicer is work or not work?
See, table, if it is smaller, it will definitely work because the slicer is connecting to your only the row items. It is nothing to do with the cell properties. And if it is also hiding the data, it is not going to impair your formulas. No issues. It will work. Now, coming to multi-DB filter. So here I'm going to take you through something over here. Okay. We have got two units data. Suppose my organization does have two plants. One is suppose say in Pune and the other one suppose say in Bangalore. Okay. So two plants I have of my organizations, my boss is asking two plants data to be presented. So I have got two plants data like region wise, product, month and last 4 months, whatever the sales data it is there. This is for Pune and this is for Bangalore. Now my boss is saying, Prabhas, do one thing. In Pune plant, show me only Karnataka region related records. I repeat, from Pune plant, boss wants to see only Karnataka region related records. And in Bangalore plant, he wants to see only April month record. So how will I present it? Simple. As we know, when you have huge data, if you want to present some piece of information, we go for filter. And I told you how to go for filter. Simple. I'll go to Pune, Karnataka. Pune data, Karnataka, right click and go for filter, select by cell value. Pune plant work is over. Going to Bangalore, if I go for April and I go for same operation, right click, filter, selected by cell value. What happens? Bangalore data gets filtered, but what happened with the status of our Pune data? Can you notice what is happening? Right. So what you have understood, since filter is a toggle key, when you go and apply filter with more than one data set, you can apply filter only one of them. You cannot have filter with all the data sets. This is what the challenge. And when I said all these things, my boss is not convinced. He's telling Prabhas, if you do not know, please learn and come and talk to me. Don't tell that it is not possible through filter. Well, I see that, I witness it is not happening, but my boss is insisting, no, you should get it filtered. Technically, this was a major problem since 1985 till 2003 version of Microsoft Excel. But today, we are working with 2007 and above. So definitely, this is no more a problem. But see the beauty, how to do it. Just 1 minute, watch my screen. You have seen when I go for multiple filters, it is not happening. 1 minute back, you saw the story. Now see what I'm doing. I will select my whole data. I will convert the data into table. To convert your data into table, you should go for Control T. T for Tango, T for table. So Control T, the keyboard shortcut, helps me converting the data into table format. So I will go for my region data. I will go for Karnataka. I got my Pune data filtered out with Karnataka. Now going to Bangalore, April, I'll go for simple right click, filter, selected cell value. Can you see that? Again, one more advantage of format as table. When you format your data to a table format, when you have multiple data sets in one interface, one worksheet, you can showcase the result to the audience. So you don't need to always retain your data in multiple sheets and keep navigating. So this is what the beauty. Converting the data into table. Just give it a try and check, is it working?
Why don't we do the table formatting with those all those data?
You can do that, but not necessary because see, since I have only maximum two data sets, one data I converted, rest is already ready for filter, right? So I no need to convert into table. But if you wish, you can do that. But that's not
Okay, we can do
necessary.
that.
That's not necessary since when you convert your data into table, the file size will little bit increase. So wherever it is possible, try to reduce your file size. So multi-DB filter, people, we are clear with that. Now we'll proceed to our next is called data visualization. Okay. So how to visualize our data and why it is so essential and what kind of role this is going to play. Three major questions we need to first understand. See, as I told you in day one, the moment we start working with Excel, presenting the data, of course, we are playing around the numbers, no doubt about it, but numbers alone is not enough to satisfy our audience. Now, the audience is having a different level of expectation. What they're expecting, along with your numbers, you need to present your data in a storytelling format. You need to present your data with a infographic presentations. You need to always give a add-on to the data. There are a lot of things people are nowadays expecting. So, unless and until we exceed the expectation, we cannot make a difference at our workplace. So, numbers anybody can present, but how you are presenting that makes you different. So, one factor is your visualization part. Let's see how to present it. So, we have got 12 products and how much revenue we have made. That data is also with us. Okay. Now, this is the data I can dispatch. I can make it ready. I can present it to my boss, but definitely he will not be happy. So what I can do as an add-on, I can go and create another column naming called visual. Okay. So please go and create a column naming called visual and little bit expand the column. Right, people? Now, once you have done with this, please stay focused for a minute. What I'm doing, what I just observe. See, I have selected my visual column completely. I have gone for equal to and taken the reference from the left side. And I have gone for control enter. So now you must be thinking, Prabhas, you could have done the copy paste directly. Why did you take a long route defining the data in terms of formula? Because tomorrow, when I do the changes in my USD column, I don't need to go and repeat the same step for visual. Since it is formula driven, automatically it get updated. That's why I did like that. Now, having the selection with the visual, I'll go to home, conditional formatting. I have a beautiful option called data bars. So it is having two different categories like gradient and solid. I always prefer to go for gradient color. If you like, you can take it, or you can go for this kind of solid fill also, up to you. So now suppose say I want to go for this gradient fill light blue data bar. Looks good, elegant. Now, when you look at in the data, keeping yourself in the audience shoes, what kind of information you are getting, what kind of feeling you are getting, more or less like a bar chart, isn't it? Okay, so please go and try this first. So the formula is nothing but simply selecting the visual column equal to taking the value from left and control enter. So this is what we have got in our home conditional formatting, and option name is data bars. So kindly confirm once it is ready. Now, once you have done with this over here, Santan, okay, great. Now see the beauty over here. It is just a simple feature of our conditional formatting. Okay, Rachna Singh, I could not get it, so can you please repeat? See, what you did not get, Rachna, could you please share your screen? Let me have a look. What is the status? Yes, Rachna, I'm waiting. Just please share your screen so that I can look at that. What is that problem? Yeah, you can select the entire visual column. You can select the entire visual column like this, and you should go to Home tab, Conditional Formatting, Data Bars. You can take this style, light blue data bar. It will apply. Hope you got the same. Okay, you have shared the screen. Fine. You do one thing. This is what you have got it in one cell. Okay. Go to Home tab. Go to Home tab, Conditional Formatting, and there will be option called Clear Rules. Clear Rules. No, no, no. Go for Clear Rules. Yeah. Clear rules from the selected cells. First option. You do this. Yes. Now select your entire data from the visual column. Entire data. Yes. Now go and apply Home tab, Conditional Formatting, Data Bars, and take the light blue data bar. Right. You got it. Okay. So I'm taking the control back on the screen, people. Now, over here, the moment we go for this, you could notice this is just a simple feature of conditional formatting anybody can apply, no doubt. So now the time comes to discuss how to make our presentation different from others, because that is where I'm always emphasizing upon. So what you can do, people, just see the beauty over here. First of all, how this is different from a bar chart. Why I need to up this instead of a bar chart? You need to have the basic understanding. See, if I really go and create a bar chart, my data will be at one location, bar chart will be in another location. But here, the bars are exclusively applied on the cells. Advantage number one. Advantage number two, if you go for a bar chart out of this data, the chart will occupy more of your space, whereas this is going to hardly occupy some space in KBs. This is what advantage number two. Now, to present this data quite effective way, what you can do is just watch my screen for a minute. I can select my visual column and going to Home tab, Conditional Formatting. Any point of time to see the conditional formatting backstage rules, you should go to Manage Rules. And when I opted to go to Manage Rules, I'll be getting a dialog box like this. And here I have an option called Edit Rule. And if I go for edit rule options and click, this is the place where I can customize the rule. You want to change the color of the bar, you can do that. You can add a outline to the bar, you can do that. Anything you want, you can customize from this point. And here, one beautiful thing is there, I would like to share is there is an option called show bar only. The checkbox is not activated. You got to activate that. And once you activate the same, click OK, again click OK and see the beauty. Looks elegant. So whoever wants to watch your numbers, they can read USD column. Whoever doesn't have the time and they want to have a instant information, they can look at the visual column. So anybody, whoever is comparing both the things, which one is easy to understand? Just take a look and tell me the numbers or the bar. Definitely the bars, right? So the bar which is having more length, there we are making the maximum revenue. Suppose say in case of category 12, we got the maximum revenue. And from which category we have got the least revenue? From category 4, we got the least revenue. So anybody, whoever wants, they can make out simply. And since we have made all these things in Excel, see the beauty. The moment, suppose anybody asks me, my boss asks me, Prabhas, why don't you present the same in PowerPoint? See the beauty. I have taken this data. I no need to struggle while presenting this in PowerPoint. See how it is going to add the beauty to my PowerPoint slides also. So I'll take this, right click in simply in PowerPoint, I'll go for a picture. And once I go for picture, automatically this designer tab is on. And when I'm presenting this, it's a neat and clean presentation. And the beauty is this kind of formatting patterns, the visuals, you cannot ever create in PowerPoint. And this is what mostly you will be seeing all the presentations of our big four firms, Bain and Company, or if you see our McKinsey and Company presentations, along with the boring numbers, they always try to give a add-on with the visuals. So this is how, since we have made the things better in Excel, hardly we need to struggle in PowerPoint. So just give it a try and get the feeling. Any doubt, any queries, feel free to ask. Or any questions running in your mind, please ask me.
Bars,
Yep.
instead of bars, I put icons.
Mm-hmm.
So it is showing me the color from orange to green.
Mm-hmm.
So is that mean that the higher value it is showing green, right?
Yeah, the maximum
Lowest,
value. It always takes the maximum value. Maximum value always shows in the green, and gradually when the value is going down, it will changing the color variations to yellow, yellow to red, like that. All right. So we have done with this now. Once we have done with this, let's see how to give more beauty to this data. See, as I told you, nowadays the audience is having a different level of expectation, isn't it? So what audience is expecting? That when you present your data, make sure that your data is speaking a beautiful story to the people. So even if a layman is also sitting, he should understand what you're trying to convey. In case of your absence also, anybody else is presenting your data, it will be more expressive. This is what people are expecting. So how to make it happen? Just see. I will select my product and USD column and I'll go for data sorting. And there, sort by, I'll go for a USD column. And there, order, I'll choose largest to smallest. And once I do the same, click OK and see the beauty now. Instantly it is giving me an information. From category 12 we got the maximum revenue, from category 4 we got the least revenue. And when I'm trying to present the same to my audience, see the beauty, which one audience is going to prefer to see? Just you can decide. You can keep yourself in the audience shoes and tell me, option 1 or option 2. Right, people? So this is how you should always try to present it. Okay. How these visuals are playing a great role. Data bars to add more visualization. So nowadays, this is what hotcake in the market. Whenever you see any kind of dashboards, it is filled up with all these things. So confirm this is happening. You are getting the similar message from this data. Any doubt, any queries?
Prabhas, I missed out one thing.
Mhm. What is that?
How to remove the number in visual column? I got a graph in the order, but the numbers are also there written with the graph.
Well, for that, you have to go to Home, Conditional Formatting, Manage Rules. After selecting the data, Manage Rules. Then in the Edit rule, you have to choose this option, Show Bar Only. This option has to be on. And once you select and click OK, again click OK, you will be getting your numbers disappeared or it will be hidden. All right. Now, this is one thing you can present it all the time. Now, suppose say Pravas, you can ask me, okay, how to arrange the bars? Please repeat. My speaker is not working. So how to text? Okay. So Rachna, you can select your product and USD column along with the headers, and then you go for data sorting. Right click, sort, custom sort, or Alt DS, whichever it is comfortable, you can go for it. And then you need to go for sort by USD column, and order you should choose largest to smallest. And click OK. Things will be right. Is it working? Okay, great. No problem. So now just watch my screen. No need to do anything. This is just for information. See, ideally, when you want to present your data, what is the other format you can present it? I'm going to take you through. See, so the same data I'm taking as it is. Okay. Now this data, whatever it is there, I want to present it. Okay. So here I have got the bars, but I want to present bars along with the numbers also. So those things we know, I can go for simply conditional formatting, manage rules, and I can go for edit rule. And over here, I can just define this show bar only. Okay. And I'll be getting my data, no doubt. But how to present it effectively? I mean, I want to show the bars, but the bars are overlapping with my numbers. Doesn't look good. So I want to customize in such a way my numbers will be also visible and my bars also will be visible, but that should not overlap with the numbers. Well, in that case, what you can customize is I will go for over here. Same. Home tab, conditional formatting, manage rules. I'll go for edit rule, and here we have got minimum automatic. Okay. So minimum number, I'll take it over here. Maximum number also, I'll take it. So 0 is there. Okay. Maximum. What is the maximum we have? 4,155. Okay. So I will take it as, suppose, say 9,000. Okay. So when I'm taking the 9,000, can you see immediately when I go for application, what happens? Now length of the bar automatically gets little bit reduced. So it is not going to overlap. So bars, I'm just going for visuals. That is nowhere, going to give me the numbers or quantifying the value. So bars is just giving the mere visuals. So I can go and operate like this also, and I can present my information. So this is something, people, it is completely up to you, your logic, your way of style of presentations to make something different. So you can present like this, the style number one, what I suggested. You can present like this also, just changing the numbers, defining a set of parameters, minimum and maximum value. Okay. Now, if you believe, okay, Prabhas, this is not significantly presenting properly the values over here. Okay, no issues. You can slightly increase the numbers also, like going to home, conditional formatting, manage rules, edit rule again. And instead of 9,000, I will make it of, suppose, say 7,000. Okay. So when I go for OK and apply, now it is somewhat looking more better, isn't it? So it is up to you what number you are taking, minimum and maximum you can think about. Minimum always 0, maximum you can think. Okay. So situation one, I believe this is clear what we discussed about conditional formatting, data bar style. Any doubt, any queries from situation one? Anybody? Great. Fine. Yes, and then any question from your side? Tanuj? Chalo, bahut badhiya. Now we'll go for our scenario number two or situation number two. Same category wise USD is there. So what are the other data visualization styles we do have and how to use those tools? Let's go and discuss. Keep your cursor next to USD and there you type again visual. Okay, a little bit expand the column. Now select your USD column data, not the visual, USD column data you select. Okay. Now, just 1 minute, watch my screen, observe what I'm doing. Next 1 minute, I'll be giving time you to try it, don't worry. So I have selected my USD column data. I have gone to my insert tab now. In insert, I have got three different types of sparklines like line, column, and win or loss. So I'll go for this column sparkline. Okay. And when I choose this, it gives me a dialog box like this asking, where is the data? Data is already selected. Where is the location? I will select my visual column first cell. And once I selected in the location range, I selected and select this cell. And if I click OK, this gives me some kind of visual impressions, but it is not so clear. What I can do is, along with that cell, I will select the rest. Don't drag, you have to select. And then going to home, there is an option called merge and center. And when you go for merge and center, more or less, it is going to give you a feel of a column chart. But that is not so expressive. As I told you, always present your data in a story format. So selecting our category and USD, I will go for data sorting and sort by USD column, order largest to smallest. And when I click OK, a beautiful story turned up. The highest column is nothing but about the maximum revenue, that is from category 12. The lowest column or the least value, whatever you have from category 4. Anybody can make out. So please give it a try. Where it is, it's there in our insert. Option name, Sparklines. Option in Sparkline is the column Sparkline. Okay. See, after selecting the data USD column, you need to go to insert. In this, we have a column option is there. In insert after 3D map or something, or Sparkline, three different options column is there. If you choose column, this will be asking a dialog box like this. Data range is nothing but the data what you selected. Location, you can select your visual column cell. And when you click OK, you will be getting some kind of visual impressions like this. The same you have to select along with the rest of the cells. You don't need to drag, you should select. And then go for Home tab, Merge and Center. And then you got to sort your data with data sorting. Based on the USD column from the drop down and order, you should choose largest to smallest. Hope it is clear, people. Anybody needs my support or any question? Yes, Shruti, what is the status? Rachana, Tanuj, Santan?
Rest everything is clear, but the visual column when I was trying to drag it, it's not coming in a proper way.
I
like
told you not to drag. I told you not to drag. You should select.
Okay.
Because if you drag, the meaning will be different. That's why you must select along with the first visual. Rest of cells you got to select. And then you go to Home tab, Merge and Center. Yes, Tanush? Working? Rachna? Okay. Tanush confirmed. Very good. Sayantan, what's the status?
I missed this out because of a urgent call. Okay, so I will check it later.
Okay.
Particularly this portion.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it will take hardly 1 minute. If you wish, I can repeat. If you can share your screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then please repeat it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You please share your screen. Yes, so in data set 2 also visuals you have applied, fine, no problem. So first you clear that the visual column what you have prepared in column G, kindly select everything. Yeah, go to Home tab, Conditional Formatting. Okay, good. Now here you got to select the USD column data only. Just select the data only from USD column. No, not the visual. From USD column towards your left, only the data. Yeah, go to insert. Go to insert menu. Yeah. You have a sparkline option naming called column. Can you see one column option is the line, column, win or loss in the middle next to the chart? Yes, click that. And when you click, a dialog box appears. You have shared your window. That's why it is not showing me. Anyway, there is a location range. It is saying keep the cursor in that location range box and click the visual column first cell. Visual column first cell. First cell. Visual column first cell. That dialog box, you keep it aside. Just drag it, keep it towards your right side, and select the visual column first cell of the visual column. That is G7. Select G7. Enter. Click OK. Yeah, click OK. Now, along with that cell, select the rest and go to Home tab, Merge and Center. We have an option Merge and Center. Yeah, you were there, right? Now, select your category and USD column both, including the header. Category and USD, select both, including the header. Then go for data sorting and sort by, yeah, data sorting, right click sort, custom sort or Alt DS and sort by USD column. Yeah, USD column from the drop down, select USD. Then order largest to smallest. And click OK. And you will be getting that kind of feeling over there, what we discussed. All right, so I'm taking the control back on the screen over here. The moment we have done with this, now you must be having some question running in your mind. Prabhas, can we do the data labeling, like the values, can we populate over here as a data labels? No, that is not possible. Those kind of privileges you have only if you are there in the chart, but this is just a mere visuals purpose, you can use it. Because if those options are available here, nobody is going to ask or giving the importance to the chart area, isn't it? Over here. So this is the place where what else we can do? We can customize one thing. The highest column we can customize into green and the lowest one we can customize into red. So that is possible. How? Just see 1 minute on my screen. When I select the visual, you can notice there is a tab called Sparkline Options Designs. Depending upon the versions of Excel, the name would be different. So there is a last tab activated naming or dealing with Sparkline. And two options are there inside, naming Sparkline color and marker color. So don't go for Sparkline color, go for marker color. And there is an option, high point, you can customize to green. Again, marker color, I can go for low point and customize to red. And see the beauty? The moment I go for this, the highest column is turned out to be green and the lowest one turned out to be red. Now, each and every case, if you see the value, since it is positive, my columns are appearing from the axis always moving towards up. What if I have a negative value any point of time? Of course, ideally it should be switched to the below to the axis. And if it is negative, what should be the color of that particular column? Should be red, ideally, isn't it? See the beauty now. Suppose say from category 3, we have got some negatives. So minus 3500. The moment I go and type deliberately, what happens? Immediately, it changes the formatting, ready-made. We don't need to go for a separate activity for doing the same. So that's what the beauty of this Sparkline options. So please give it a try. Select the visual, going to Sparkline, marker color. So situation 2, how to use Sparkline over here and add more visual appeal effect over there in the data. We have understood. Any questions? So I consider everyone is clear what we did so far.
Can
Yeah.
can we use the table format for first for this table format? Means there is the graph, and in first two columns, can we use table format?
Yeah, you can do that. It's not an issue. You can select and go for over here, Control T. You can do that. So situation T, I mean 2, we are clear. Now we'll go for our situation 3. Sometimes what it happens, friends, we need to present our historical data in the sense more than 1 year data we want to showcase sometimes. And when you want to present those information, how to present it effectively, that we are going to see now. See, we have got same categories, and that is the category wise 2019 data and 2020 revenue data is there on. So first of all, keep your cursor next to 2020 and insert a column. So how to insert a column? Alt I C one by one. So Alt I for insert, C for column. So if you want to insert a column, Alt I C. Similarly, if you want to insert a row, Alt I R. If you want to insert a worksheet, Alt I W. Alt I is the common key, R for rows, C for column, W for worksheet. Then after 2020, you can keep your cursor and name the column as growth. So what would be the formula for growth column? Anybody?
K by J
Simple.
into 100.
You no need to go for percentage, just K7, that is 2020 data minus 2019 data, and control enter. We got the growth column ready. Now next column, we'll put it across as visual. So same formula equal to this growth column, we can take it and make it control enter. Right? So growth and visual column, kindly confirm it's ready.
Prabhas, what was the formula to add column? Control I?
No. Alt IC.
Okay.
So growth and visual column, whether the data is ready, people, can you please confirm? Now, once we have done with this, just 1 minute, watch my screen. No need to do anything. I have selected my visual column data. I have gone to home, conditional formatting. There is an option called icon sets. Okay. So we have got multiple sets like directional, shapes, indicators, ratings, depends upon your data. Whichever it is more likely or suitable to your data, you can take a call about that. But there is no hard and fast rule. But if you ask me, Prabhas, what would be your best recommendation? What kind of icon sets I should use? I will tell you. When you are more working with in terms of project related activities more, then you should use this kind of shapes and indicators that will be more ideal or suitable for the project related data. If you are more working with the text related data, like you are working with collecting the feedbacks of the people or balance scorecard templates, or if you have taken the opinion call or the voting options of the employees, so there we will be working more with the text. Yes, no, poor, average, excellent, very good, good. All this kind of stuffs when you are using the most, then you should use this kind of ratings kind of options, more ideal. Rest, where you are dealing more with the numbers, your accounts, finance, production, consumption, stores, anywhere you are using the numbers the most, you should use this kind of directional keys. But again, I'm saying there is no such kind of hard and fast rule, or Microsoft has never designed any kind of such kind of tutorials also. So I will take only one, the first one, the directional keys, three different arrow keys. If I take it, this is applied. But this doesn't give much of value addition to my data. Reason, I'll tell you. Just watch my screen. Green color up arrow key, I could understand. Compared to last year, this year it is increasing. Okay. Red color down arrow key, compared to last year, this year decreasing. That's fine. But how about these yellow color arrow keys? What is the message you are getting? If you are in the audience side, what is the message you are getting? Anybody? Rather giving a information, it is creating a confusion. Do you agree with me? Because where it is more, data is positive, yellow is there, data is negative, yellow is there. So it is not giving much of clarity. So as it is, this kind of information we cannot apply. The icon sets as it is, it's not going to help me. So here, how to present it? I can understand this icons looks great, but it is not giving the message properly. So what we can do, suppose I want to customize only with three rules in such a way, compared to last year, if it is increasing, green color up arrow key. If it is decreasing, red color down arrow key. In case by chance, if it is the same, there is no growth and degrowth, if the value remains the same compared to last year to this year, then it should be the yellow color arrow key. So how to customize such kind of rules so that it will be conveying a message properly to the audience? So what we can do, I can select my visual column, and I told you any point of time to see the backstage view of the conditional formatting, where to go? Manage rules. And there we have to go for edit rule. This is the place where we need to customize. So first thing, what I need to customize, since my data is in number, I need to change the data type. Instead of percent, I should go for number. Second one, again, instead of percent, going for number. This is the first change I have to do. Then the icon, what is the story it is telling? Green color icon will be applied when value is greater than equal to zero number. I don't want greater than equal to zero. It should be only greater than. This is the change, second change. Rest of things, automatically the rules will be set by Excel. You don't need to be worried about. And one more important option, as I told you earlier, show icon only. This is very, very essential for us. So what we did over here, first thing, we changed the data type. Second thing, we changed the green color icon purpose, the operator. Third change, show icon only. Then you click OK. And when you do all these changes over there and click OK, again click OK, see the beauty. People will love to see this and this. Nobody is going to read all your boring numbers. So this is making your story more impressive. And this is called one of type of your infographic presentations. And when you want to present your data, how to present it effectively? Select your category to growth column and go for data sorting. There you go for growth, and order you change largest to smallest. So instead of showing this kind of distorted order, you can bring it to a uniform pattern. Like first, where the value is positive, where we are making more business, we are showing to the audience. Then we are showing where we are not faring well. Those things are there. So this is how you can present your data, including your icon sets, and that will be a value additions to the data. So please give it a try and check it out. Are you getting the similar feeling what I'm showing on the screen? So hope this situation 3 is clear and working fine for everyone. What is that? In our home tab, option, conditional formatting, then we have got icon sets. So anybody is not clear, need my support, do let me know.
Till icon sets it is clear, but
Mhm.
the last thing which you did, which made it look much better, so this one I have missed out.
You have to just select your data from category to growth like this, and you have to go for data sorting. And there you have to go for sort by the growth column, and order you have to choose largest to smallest. All right. So how to use data bars, how to use Sparkline, how to use icon sets. We are clear with that. Now I'll take you through, if you are there in 2013 and above versions of Excel, there is a beautiful feature of our data visualization purpose, one called add in. So nowadays that is what hotcake in the market, and it is always give a different meaning to your data. So what is that exactly? Let me first take you through the same. So no need to do anything, just watch my screen. See, nowadays, if you see most of the industries, or if you are into consulting firms or your investment firm, whatever it is nowadays, if you see the big four firms or people, or you see the Bain and Company presentations, McKinsey and Co., they use this kind of graph the most. So, what kind of graph? Just see. This is called your icons. So, along with your numbers, this kind of icons always plays a better role. Okay, this is one. If it is a people related, people matter related to some kind of information, you can present it something like this. So HR point of view, HR front, you can say. Now suppose say I am working with some kind of my revenue data. Okay, what which one is more popular for the revenue data is this kind of dollar back kind of symbols. So these two are more popular in the industries nowadays. And when you see your American and European counterparts, they send the charts, graph, something like that, they will be adding more value like this. And looking at the same, we believe, is it really done in Excel? Yes, it's purely done in Excel. No other softwares, no third party, any application, excuse me, no third party applications you have to use on this point. Looks good, isn't it? So are you interested in knowing how to create such kind of things? I'll tell you. Just watch my screen for a minute. See, in my insert tab, there is an option over here called add-ins where I could see a green color icon naming called people graph. This option will be available only if you are there in 2013 and above versions of Microsoft Excel. And if you are there in Office 365 and if you have the administrator rights, then only this kind of icons you can use it. But we'll see that, don't worry. So first watch my screen, how it operates. See, I will go and take this people graph, and automatically what will be happening, applications will be loaded over here, including his own data. Okay, so I'll go for this. Now, in this application, whatever the data I do have over here, how to connect it, because this is taking something of its own and I have got something different data. So how to apply this? Let's go for this. When I got this application ready, people, you can see there are two options will be coming up in the top right corner. One is for data purpose. So if I want to connect this with my data, I can click the data icon. And here, the title, I can change this. Suppose that this is about head counts. I can go for head counts, the title. Now select your data. I'll go and select your data options. I'll click and this will ask me, where is the data? Data I will select starting from HR till production. I don't need to go and take the data headers. And immediately this will be conveying the message, how many rows and columns you have selected. Next, I need to go and click the create button and this will be created. Now it will be showing the entire data, whatever we have over here. All right, people. So this is how you can notice the entire data I have connected with this. But this is showing the human icon. There I was showing some dollar back kind of symbol if it is necessary. How? Just see. Same application, the second icon is dealing with your settings button. And when I click that settings button over here, there is an option called shapes. So when I go for this shape option, you can see there is a shape of called our dollar back kind of symbol. If I click it with immediate effect, the same icon will now replicate it with our dollar back kind of icon. So these things you can take it and present it in your PowerPoint and give a different meaning to your slides as well. So this is how people, this kind of people graph kind of ideas is going to help you a lot. Just check it out. Is it working? Going to insert, going to add in people graph. Anybody needs my support?
I think I don't have that option.
Yours, it is not the licensed one. It is just a trial one. So when you go for a licensed version, you will be having that definitely. Santam, don't worry. Do you see a red mark? It is not activated, something it is showing in the middle.
How to do decrease the size of that?
You can hold that application, you can select and take your mouse pointer. Okay, take your mouse pointer. If you're using mouse pointer, use the mouse scroll bar. So mouse scroll
Yeah.
bar, when you move, holding with the control button, it will reduce the size. If you go moving away from you, that scroll bar, it will increasing the size. So decrease, increase, decrease, increase, the scroll bar button. That circular button is there now in the middle of the mouse pointer, left click and right click. So that button you have to use with the control button. So that is nothing but your zoom in and zoom out. So how to deal with our data visualization tools, different tools we have, and how to add more flavor to the data. We got a clarity on this. Any doubt, any queries in the data visualization sheet, people, anybody?
So for these two parameters, we can do this, right? Head count, we are having department and head count.
Yeah.
So for multiple
No,
factors,
multiple
can we do
doesn't.
the same?
No. Multiple, it doesn't, because see, it doesn't have that much of privilege like your charts. When you have the charts options, multiple columns, multiple bars, we can create multiple lines or scatters. Those things you can add those flavors in the charts only. See, Microsoft is also very clever. They create some new tools, but they have their own advantage and disadvantage also. They don't give the entire things to a particular tool. So if all these options are available in the people graph, nobody is going to ask or use the chart section. Trust me.
Right.
So that's why this is just meant for the visuals purpose. Of course, yes, when you have got only one or two parameters, you can use this.
Yeah, but this is a very beautiful tool while you are using, this chart in PPT.
Yes, of course. That
This
is,
will help you.
yes, yes, lot many time. That's what I'm telling to you. When you want to showcase, like take an example, if you are in the industry of service industry and you are a team leader, how many people are working and what is the cash outflow or how much expenses in terms of salary it goes monthly and how much investment company has made from the company perspective and what is the return you have got it, how many days of engagement of the people and how much revenue you have generated. So those things you want to showcase. This will be very better idea. You can go for it.
Right.
Yeah. Fine then. So this is it from our day two side, people. Any doubt, any queries? Let's have a quick recap. What we discussed, anything is missing, you can ask me. I can repeat this. So we started with our today with the data analytical tool called GoalSeek. And I told you the basic rules you need to always follow. One is about the data must be formula driven. And second one, the set cell should be the objective cell which must contain a formula. And GoalSeek we do find in our data menu and going to over here in our what if analysis, GoalSeek will be available. And there we discuss one add-in also. If it is necessary, you can go and activate the add-ins. Going to file, options and go button and solver, you can activate this option. So this is always there in any of the version. That is nothing to do with your versions compatibility. Starting from our 2003, it is still there. Okay. Then we have gone for the various data cleansing procedures when you receive your data, how to handle your text-driven errors, how to handle the blanks. Then we discussed when you download the data from SAP or ERP system, how to clean the data properly, how to bring the numbers into number format, how to bring the date into date format, and how to convert any format to general format with the simple keyboard shortcuts we discussed as well. Then we have seen the artificial intelligence tool called Flashfill, how to use in our data to extract the data, to combine the data, having the satisfaction of four rules. Those things we are discussed. And the keyboard shortcut, Control E, and where you find the same in the Home tab and the data menu, both the cases. But as long as it is able to create a pattern, this is going to help you a lot. Then we have seen the technique how to fill your data if you have regular intervals, some blank cells in place. So instead of doing copy paste for multiple times, how to do it in one shot, one go. We have seen all these things. Then we have seen when you have the data in place, how to present it effectively instead of taking the boring sorting all the time, how to add a different meaning to the data by converting the same into table, adding a subtotal formula, and defining a slicer to or connecting with a slicer with regard to that and making it more dynamic. Then we saw if you have multiple data sets in a particular worksheet, how to present the data effectively by simply converting the data into table, and the keyboard shortcut is Control T, T for Tango. So that when you express the data, you can filter out with multiple data sets. Then we saw the various data visualization techniques like our data bars, Sparklines, icon sets, and our add-ins like people graph and how to present it effectively in PowerPoint also. No need to struggle over there. Simple right click image, we can express it. So this is it from our day two side, people. Any doubt, any queries from day two or day one, anything? So it's again, I'm reminding you people, do not forget to practice when you come to day three program. And day three agenda will be completely into data summarization and analysis. Like when you have a huge chunk of data you downloaded from SAP or ERP system, or somebody has sent it to you, how to read your data properly, how to present it effectively, how to analyze the data like a professional, and how to present it effectively to the target audience, how to create a dashboard, and how to work around with multiple pivot tables, pivot charts, everything we are going to discuss in day 3. So don't miss the class. That is very, very essential. And to prepare such kind of summary, day 1, day 2 learning is very, very essential again. So all the topics are interlinked, connecting lines are there. So don't miss the class. Don't be in the confidence that, okay, I can get the recording and I can practice. I don't say, I will not offend you. Don't take it in that way. But this is what the people commits a mistake. Because of that overconfidence, whatever the time you have spent in training, whatever the invested you have made it, it will go in vain. So I don't want such things to happen. So please practice well and make a note of your queries. Again, I'm giving a privilege. Day 3, if you want me to come bit early by 1:45 p.m., I am there to support you. So 1:45 p.m. to 2 p.m. only for doubt clarification. And dot 2 p.m. we are going to start with our day 3 topic. All right. Sounds like a plan. What say?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. So practice well, people. I'm always there to support. In the meantime, also during practicing hours, if you have any queries, you can drop that query in the group. That group is meant for that only. Anybody voluntarily would like to answer also, you have the freedom to do that. There is no limitations or constraints that only the admin only can reply. If it is remain unanswered for maximum 2 days, then I will intervene. I will answer that. But I would expect a team efforts from your side. If you do it, I'll be very glad and I'll be appreciating it. Fine then. So if there is no query, shall we call it as a day? What say? All right. So kindly save all your workbooks. Again, we'll catch up in day 3, that too on 24th of September. I request you everybody log in before 1:55 and ensure in 5 minutes time all your visuals, your MS Teams, everything is working fine. And then if there is no query, dot 2 p.m. will start. So Shruti, you will be practicing with the latest version.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, good.
I'll do it tonight or tomorrow I'll be having that laptop.
Yeah, any time, whatever you will. But I request you practice well so that you can have the flavor, the features.
Yes.
Right. Fine then, Prince. So let's call it as a day. Yeah. Take care. Stay safe. Again, see you. Catch up in the next week. Bye bye. Have a nice day.